So Herring threw a beautiful 1-2 throughout the fight, mixed it from head to body. Sometimes he'll throw the jab to the head, then the left to the body. Frampton's sitting down the centre line, hands are not in a great position. He always backs out in a straight line. It's been a tendency throughout his career. You see here, Herring jabs to the head and then throws to the midriff. Throughout the fight, he landed. It's a big area, a big target surface, and it's one that's hurtful when he landed throughout. Again, another 1-2. This time aggressive, using his frame to push Frampton back. Frampton tries to check hook, but he's wide open, and again down the centre line. He sat right down the end of the range of Herring, who's got long arms and is able to land that backhand with relative ease. And here, textbook boxing, used the check hook really, really well throughout the fight, just to pivot off and step around. Here, it is a push down, doesn't matter what Bomac says, but you can see already that Frampton's becoming indisciplined. He's struggling to close that range. He was using a lot of circular hand movements and pawing, trying to channel Herring to his right hand, but he just couldn't navigate him. And again, you'll see the 1-2, chopping him up to the body. He throws the 1 to the head and drops the 2 to the body to that midriff. Frampton's not in a good position. He was being moved towards that left hand. Good, again, pressure from Herring, walking him down. This is how you offset and disrupt a man's rhythm. Frampton's trying to build up momentum. He's trying to get the power in the legs to be able to cover the distance. He's trying to find a way in. So what does Herring do? Double jabs. Just offsetting him. See, as he's moving, there you go, stick a jab in his face. Bomac said it to him throughout the fight, just keep sticking that jab in his face. And he sure did. And that just stops the fighter from building up any momentum. At the top level, it's all about inches, and it edges across to his left and exposes the stance of Frampton, who's standing square and tall. Midway through round 2, Frampton tries to quicken up his feet, almost Mike Tyson-esque, getting really low and trying to bob and weave his way into position, squaring up. Herring just touches him, puts his weight on the back foot, touches him with the lead hand to keep him offset, and then shoots a lovely 2 and then 3. Simple. Left to the body, right hook, and then smother. Lovely stuff. So you'll see here, lovely little half step back, right hook, left uppercut. Did it well against the Quendo, did it excellently tonight. Little bit of posing and posturing, again using little steps across and back. He takes a little step after this jab across to his left and he throws straight, whereas Frampton throws wide. Now the uppercut's starting to play a big role in the fight. If you notice, Frampton's squaring up more and more and more. That right foot is now becoming more prevalent. He's trying to switch step into the pocket to try and get the right hand closer to the bigger man, but he's squaring up and he's open to that uppercut. Again, exposing the feet of Frampton. He steps across. Frampton doesn't adjust his position. He tries to jab, and Herring throws his left hand on the inside of the seam and drops him. Short, sharp punch, all about the timing, but a beautiful adjustment as he moves across to Frampton's right hand. Again, it's just those little adjustments, those little steps back and those little steps across. Small details at the highest level, big factors. How adept he was on the inside. You'll see here, left uppercut to the midriff and then the right hook pivot round. Beautiful work from Herring. Simple but effective boxing, moving forward, back and across, going both ways, and Frampton couldn't deal with it. This is the stoppage round, and you'll see here how many times throughout this round he's looking for that uppercut. But watch, what you've got to look at is how Herring, the taller fighter, how he navigates the inside work, this pocket work, how he dips his knees, gets low, and then here he uses his lead hand to change the posture of Frampton. Again, you see that left uppercut come into play. He puts his weight onto his back foot, touch, touch, and then from there, he'll then shift it down to the body. That hurts. That's a hurtful shot, and that was draining Frampton throughout, putting water in the basement, as Teddy Atlas says. Beautiful work from Herring. This was a problem for Frampton throughout the fight. It was that 1-2. You'll see here how his hands are not in a great position. His head's not off the line. His feet are down the centre line. So essentially, he's a sitting target for the longer, speedier fighter in Herring, who just takes that shift back. See, Frampton's trying to touch to fill the range. And every time he tried that, every time he tried to get comfortable and fill the range, Herring offset him. And this is just a matter of moments before. So you see how he throws the jab to bait Frampton in, and then he'll shift back onto his left leg for the left uppercut. Just misses, and just misses with the free with the right hook. But you see what he's looking to do. Now, Frampton, as I say, was starting to square up as he started to get more desperate. He was trying to get his right leg closer so he could get his right hand into position. But you'll see here, he's square, his head's high, and Herring exposes that position with a beautiful left uppercut. Let's look at it again. Let's note the little head touches with the lead glove. Look, just pushing him off, just framing the head, just keeping him at bay. He's side on, changes his body posture. Now there's a little bit of space as they come back out of that. And then from there, just finds the home for a left uppercut. In fairness to Frampton, heroic effort to get up off the canvas from that. That would have ended many a fight. Could Frampton have done something different tonight? Look, hindsight's a beautiful thing. I think it's unfair on Jamie Moore and him to start criticising the tactics and things like that, because ultimately, sometimes you just got to accept it for what it is. The better man was Herring, and at this stage of his career, it was always going to be a tough ask. I watched a bit of Herring yesterday and I thought, I've seen him over the years and I thought, this is tough, because Frampton, against taller fighters, needs the taller fighter to open themselves out so he can counter punch. Herring didn't really give him that. He punched off different rhythms. He was punching to the body. He was exposing certain traits in Frampton that have been there for a very long time. Ultimately, possibly could have changed his hand position throughout the fight, possibly got himself a little bit tighter and a little bit lower earlier, worked the body a bit more, but you saw the difficulties he had on the inside as well with Herring. Herring's very adept at different ranges, and ultimately, Frampton at this stage of his career, it would have been a hard ask for him to do any better than what he did tonight, to be fair. Possibly could have went to the body a little bit more and then went to the head. You see how Herring also dips his head over to his left. For me, take the outside angle, throw the left hook, and then the right uppercut from the backhand as he leans into it. So you see here how Herring, a lot of southpaws do this, they'll lean into the backhand of the orthodox fighter, something that he could have done, but again, hindsight is a beautiful thing. Ultimately, Herring was the better man. And look, it is sad to say that is Carl's last fight, but I think it is the right decision. He's had some brilliant nights, unforgettable nights, and look, a two-weight world champion is nothing to be scoffed at. Magnificent career, and as for Herring, look, he's getting on in years, but his best years could still be ahead of him. It's going to be very interesting to see where his career goes from here. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great Easter.